Alright, y'all. I've got the overalls on, and you know what that means. It's maintenance day. Actually, it's let's figure out if there's anything wrong with coach day. So let's dig in. Well, I wish y'all could see me all pretzeled up in here. But anyway, that boot right there for the transmission cooler is what blew out. Do you see my face? This is not a face of joy and success. This is a face of Alright, if you caught my last video, it was actually on air conditioning and mini split and over the road air. See those two blue butt connectors? Found a few broken wires, a couple little things. Those are the unloaders for that compressor. And just as I'm running this coach, a couple times recently, that sight glass, if I can get it to focus, has been a bubble. Not that big of a deal, but I've never seen a bubble. So story time with Johnny. When I first got the coach, first got the insurance, which y'all probably saw one of the videos where talking about how big of a pain in the rump that was. Got the bus going, got it legal, and told my son, Mr. Bus Man, I said, hey, let's go for a ride. We went for a ride. It was at night, and we get on our road. And about that time, Junior Asparagus wants to drive the bus. I said, okay, buddy, that's fine. Sit in my lap, drive the bus just down our street. And as he's doing that, all heck breaks loose in the dash. Lights go off, low coolant and alarms, and I freaked out. I get it back to the house. I had dumped all of my coolant out and literally rolled into the driveway. Got it in a spot, and so a couple thoughts there. I want to show you something. I've mentioned in one of the other videos that, see that right there? I actually keep my freshwater tank almost half full because it takes 24 gallons. That's a 100-gallon freshwater tank. Keep about 40, 50 gallons in, so that if my tank ever runs, bust a hose or anything like that, I will have water to fill up the reservoir. So let me show you what blew out on this bus. Well, I wish y'all could see me all pretzeled up in here. But anyway, that boot right there for the transmission cooler is what blew out. And so that was a royal pain in the rumpus to get on, but we got it. And cranked out the other day, I did have a little bit of just a drip of smelling coolant, right? And I noticed that that clamp, I don't know if you can even see it, but that clamp right there looks like it's moved a little bit. And it also looked like, possibly that the dirt had kind of stuck to that. Kind of like maybe it got wet and stuck. And anyway, so I'm going to check on that clamp. And that's going to be kind of today's video. Also, I had a person reach out on YouTube and say, hey, you may want to check another clamp. They were actually just something they noticed from the video, and it's on the inside. I don't know if I can show you. Actually, I think it's right here. Hold on a second. See if I can get a picture of it. I believe it was that one. Let me move my mic around here so you can hear. I believe it was that one right there. So, anywho, we're going to kind of investigate a few things and just kind of see if we, can see where any coolant is dripping or anything like that. And I'm going to bring you all along. All right, so the biggest trick is whether I have to air the bus up or if I can squeeze under here to find that pipe. So here we go. You want to talk about a dirty job? This is it. All I can say is, dang, y'all. There ain't no room. With this bus ain't aired up. Sheesh. So, oh, there we go. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. I think I found my culprit. So what's happening, I'm going to get a, excuse me about the finger there, guys. I'm going to get a light. We're going to look at this hose right here, and I hope we don't have to, here we go, but bus man, bring in the light. Okay. See how it looks damp on this side, but I don't know if we are, what's going on with this thing. I'm going to move this clamp back a little bit and kind of see what happens. That's kind of what I think's got going on here. It's not a horrible leak, whatever's going on now. That over here on the side of this looks horrible. But as far as what I'm seeing in regards to the coolant level, not the end of the world. So let me look at this, and we'll look at this other pipe that the person on YouTube mentioned, and we'll go from there. Well, this is called backing up and punning. I don't know if y'all can hear me over this air compressor, but we're going to have to air this bus up. And I don't want to crank the motor up because it's going to be too hot underneath there to work, touch things, but we're going to have to add some air to this bus. I'm talking to myself, but that's what we're doing. We're going to add some air to the bus, that way we can get underneath there. All right, y'all. We're going to try this again. I aired up the bus. There's the good old transmission cooler, and let's see. That right there is our problem. I've actually started to tighten it down already. Both of these were loose. I'm trying to remember if I can't remember if I changed this one. I know I changed the one on the other end. I believe that was the one. That one's nice and new. Can't remember if I changed this one or not. I want to say I did. Regardless, with these clamps being loose, makes me obviously suspicious. So one thing I have done on this bus, because I'm like, you know what, I do not want, can't afford to screw something up around here, is get on here and look up torque specs. And I know I torqued the spec, the other ones down to spec. And if I did these, if this is a fresh boot, which I don't think it is, because it'd be the same size in and out. Anyway, regardless, those clamps were like very, very, very loose, which, yikes. Another side of the road fix. I've got plenty of coolant hose, and if it wasn't for trying to figure out how much coolant I would lose, I might would change that out, but it's also a pain in the tail. That one was no fun, but I know I changed more than one out, so whatever. That was months ago, months, almost a year ago. Actually, probably about a year ago, actually. So I'm going to get the torque specs. I think it's about 25 pounds. I'm going to tighten that down. I'm also going to check those bad boys down there and make sure that I did not lose some tension on that as well. So probably a good thing to do, especially with this temperature difference and stuff like that. Just run through some of these, make sure that they're not backing off. So here we go. I think this is the definition of shade tree mechanic right here, buddy. I had to take my glasses off because, it's funny. I went to the eye doctor and he was like, "Hey, are you having a hard time reading stuff up close and all this?" "No, I'm good, man. We're good." Man, I'll be doggone if right after I left that, I think he sabotaged me with a subscription, to be honest, prescription, to be honest with you, because now I can't hardly see anything up close. I have to take my glasses off, otherwise it's all wonky. we're going to tighten these dudes down. Ooh. Wait for the click. If we can get one. Ooh, I heard something. Y'all, I ain't gonna go much further than this. That's way tight. Make sure this thing's on the right foot-pounds. That's on 20 foot-pounds. I ain't even got to that. Yikes. Maybe this thing was super loose. Come on, baby. Let's go back here to this one. Maybe we'll call this episode, What Did Johnny Screw Up? Because now that beloved clamp has broke. Shoot fire. So now I got to figure out how to deal with that. So this will be part one because, yeah, I ain't fooling with that today because I ain't got a clamp, but I'm going to have to figure it out. So yeah, any advice for that would be great. From you bus gurus or gurus of said coolant world. Yeah, I'm glad I'm going to stop on those dudes up there because I got them clamped. But I am going to crank the bus up, make sure maybe that one's chilled out a little bit, and then hopefully I don't blow coolant out of this one. Oi. It should have been just a normal Sunday afternoon video, a little maintenance, whatever. It's turning into kind of a little bit of a pain in the rump. Oh well. So this is one of the few times, if not ever, that I have started. I've tried the rear start, but let's try this rear start. All right, we're going to start this from the rear because I want to be able to shut this dude off. Something goes down with that coolant. So we're going to pull my green rug and my tools out of the way a little bit. Let's fire this thing up. So. Do you see my face? This is not a face of joy and success. This is a face of, wow, that sucked. So let me show you, let me get in here and show you exactly what we're working with. I'm trying to slide under here, not burn myself, and also keep the mic close. All right, let me change shots. As stated, that clamp, no bueno. Got to figure out how to, I don't think those bevel clamps or whatever they call those things, I don't believe you can just peel it off and put it back on. So I may have to replace that whole hose right there, which, like I said before, not a fun job. Man, not a fun job. And the other side to it, to show you what we got going on here. Remember how I said that I thought there was a leak? Let me get a light and show y'all what we got. All right, there you have it, folks. Green right there. Yeah, means, oh no, we suck again. So it looks like we're going to have to replace that bit of hose, which is what it is. So we'll replace that hose, and then we got to figure out about that clamp. Hopefully, it'd be great if we could just pull the clamp apart, but I don't think that's how those go together. But we'll see. Stay tuned for more. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you don't miss the ending of this fiasco. Yeah. It does say actually to run through all these clamps for maintenance purposes, which is why I tightened the other one up to begin with. It broke, but it is what it is. Don't forget, like, subscribe.